Hello, 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 and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LewDolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's LewDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and you can find more information on those games at Handelabra.com. Hello, DF, and welcome to the end of 2020. We're gonna play through every single game. Did not expect a stream tonight. Yeah, I don't think there was advertising for it. I don't know why. I talked with Krista about it last week. I guess she either forgot to put up the tweets about it or whatnot, but I was planning on doing a New Year's Eve stream doing all of the games one last time. So we have here Sentinels of the Multiverse with La Capitan, In Time Cataclysm with Chrono-Ranger and Stuntman and La Comodora and Visionary. Could we have any more timey-wimey shenanigans going on here? I don't know. Oh yeah, animations are off from last week. Let's turn them back on just because I like them. I don't know where I would like these to be. Let's set them thereabouts. Yeah. All right. We're not expecting to do hard games today. We're just going to try to get through all of the games that I've streamed before. So we'll just see how this goes. I don't know who I want to have considered to be the lowest. I haven't even looked at my hands yet. I probably should have. 2 displaced armories, just doing my job. Terrible tech strike for Chrono-Ranger. Stuntman has moving targets, stylish armor, the usual solution, and violent escalation. That's good. That destroys Captain's orders. Comodora has cannon portal, chronological sweet spot, combat timing, and concordant helm. Visionary has Psychic Maelstrom, Twist the Ether, and 2 Rest the Minds. Alright. Now the question is it too early to go into Jim's hat? We do have a just doing my job. We do need to get a bounty, preferably the one that puts the ship at the bottom of her deck, so it doesn't come back when something happens. I forget which one it is. Raiding party? No. There is one that pulls the ship from the trash. You would think I would know which one it is. Ah, all together now. 2 of those in her deck. So let's get the hat just because I like the hat. I know it's like turn 1 hat is not necessarily good when you don't have card draw, but we do have cards. Rebel Tech Strike can go. These are all pretty good cards. I know I want to use Usual Solution. Stylish Armor and Moving Target have synergy, so let's get rid of Violent Escalation. Comodora wants equipments in her trash at some point, probably. Concordant Helm is probably a good first play there, maybe. I don't know. Let's put Portal in the trash. Can't play 2 Rest the Minds, although we could use them to get rid of, like, crew. Although it's not really good to redirect this damage because that would destroy a target if we use it to take himself out or something. But yeah, we can discard that. And we go draw 4 cards off of this, so it gives him some sustenance for Jim's hat. Is No Execution's the one we wanted? Yes, it is. Perfect. So we can work on getting the hat whittled down and taken out next turn. Now Stuntman has to Usual Solution away Captain's orders. Well, actually first we do damage, but yeah. Ship is priority here, as always. And this is AoE at this point, so might as well hit everything. In medias res. Okay. helm. And we could do some manipulations here. Probably get displaced armor back, maybe? Or just doing my job, just keep playing that. You come to us from the future, the promised land of 2021, and you hope we join us there soon. This feels like a cult now. Doesn't help me get to counties any faster, but I can move an equipment from my trash to my hand. That's why I wanted equipment in my trash. I can move them to my hand. But let's take the bottom card. I don't know what it is, but it was what? Combat timing. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, AoE. Rest the mind. Twist the ether. Twist the ether might be best on Chrono-Ranger for increased damage. He does do a lot of damage instances. So who isn't really set up for next turn? You do have something you could at least play for the time being. Timeless Treasure is a good play for you. Just get lots of cards for Chrono. It's the Chrono Show. Focus all on one hero. I think it's bounty board. We have nothing in our trash yet, anyway. It does feel good when you have the one hero all buffed up. Chrono's a really good damagey hero, especially when he's fully set up. He has many damage instances, so every +1 is really multiplicative. Maria Helena's Revenge. Captain's Orders. Maria Helena is worse. We can Temporal Grenade Maria Helena at least. The problem with Maria Helena, I guess it's not as bad as Ambuscade. Every time a target is destroyed, Ambuscade deals each target damage and destroys another villain target, so he deals each target damage that destroys another villain target. Alright, so Temporal Grenade, no executions to get that ship out of the trash, and then we can destroy Maria Helena. There's no need for this to be a damage type yet. This could help with hitting the hitting a whatchamacallit. There's what is it? It's Mabel, right? Mabel's the one. Amazing Mabel. Immune to melee, but like Chrono doesn't do melee damage anyway. There's another crew that has damage reduction. So if we could have damage irreducibility, that'd be nice. This is always hitting Capitan. Let's stop that. Hello, Heavy Weapons Penguin. How are you doing today? Or tonight? Or tomorrow? Some damage reduction doing. Although he hasn't taken any damage yet, so... Start with the draw. Still the 31st. Yep, it's the 31st here for another 4 hours and 47 minutes. And we have to finish up all games for the last time ever. You're targeting Stuntman. You're targeting Tendrils. You're gonna destroy Tendrils, which plays a card. Should I do Flintlock and Cutlass to hit the ship, and Psychic Maelstrom that takes out the ship and the Tendrils? That might be best. I wanted to get out Timeless Treasure. It funds itself, which is cool. This is one of those instances in Sentinels where that is a word, not a numeral. Up to THREE players may draw a card. That's weird. Very weird. I would think that has something to do with... I mean, it could theoretically have something to do with Harpy, but I think that's only when Harpy uses a power, not any card that exists. I don't know why this is text. Yeah, I think we gotta get rid of the ship. We gotta stop Battleforged from doing something. It's in case of guys shenanigans with applied numerology. Well, I mean, is it really bad though if this says up to 4 players may draw a card? Like, there's no reason for this to need to be in text, really. Like, if it were an effect that could break the game if it were increased, I could understand that. Put the usual solution up there to get it back to take out Captain's orders. We do have a displaced armory to get Temporal Grenade back. But just keep the ongoing destruction steady, just in case. Rudder in the time stream. Move 1 card from a trash to the bottom of that card's deck. Then move 1 card from a different trash to the bottom of that card's deck. Hey, that also gets rid of the ship. She does have cards that search her deck. She has cards that search her trash. So we could stop Motley Crue from bringing back Battleforged. She also has cards that search her deck, though. Which one is it, though? This one. But it can let us, like, control her deck a little bit more, I guess, so that's pretty good. It's always good. What am I talking about? It's always good. Oh yeah, we have a nice synergy here between Comodora and Visionary, where we can make sure that the person draws their card for next turn. Comodora puts it beneath the top card of the deck, and Visionary's like, hey, draw 2 cards. Feature 2 usual solutions, unless we already had one. No. Pissolet is new. Still don't have means of using powers out of turn except for moving target. We could get cards back thanks to Comodora. I'm gonna discard Pissolet. Got things to do. Passing Tumbleweed, one of my favorite cards. It also tends to destroy itself 9 times out of 10, but it's pretty amusing. Also, Battleforged. Okay, well, Passing Tumbleweed is now terrible. It's my least favorite card. Because Battleforged just has it play another card. Oh well. It's basically the ship is back in play. In terms of effects. She's not destroyed anything yet. It's weird. Compounded bow would do a lot of damage to a single source. Danny Boy could do damage to many sources, but we have no bounties in play. We can get one in play, but then it's just the one. What bounty would I want? By any means, an ultimate target would be nice hits. I also kind of want to just take out the crew. Whole gang is pretty good. Can I just ignore the crew? That's a lot of damage to lowest target, and this is also lowest target, right? Yeah, I gotta get rid of the two lowest target sources. Because they make the lowest HP person lowest, or Siegebreaker just hits the highest, but yeah, Visionary's kind of in pain right now. I think we want to figure out a way. We haven't been too good with damage so far, though. I guess because I brought two support heroes. Stuntman, who's not set up, and Chrono, who is currently okay. I could rest the mind on Battleforged. That's always risky, though. Unless I do it on Battleforged, redirect its damage to, say, Final Breath. If Final Breath is at 4 or lower with the whole gang, then once Battleforged is gone, we're good. And the thing about Rest the Mind is it is also a damage dealing card. Visionary deals a target next to this card 3 damage, also deals herself 3 damage unless the card is destroyed. So if we could finagle it for Rest the Mind to take out Battleforged and also Final Breath, that would be pretty nice. So we got 3 damage on Battleforged right now. This is going to be an instance of 2. Displaced Armory would be an instance of 2. And I think we would want probably Compounded Bow to make sure we can get enough damage on Final Breath. And then we'll put Battleforged down to 3, and we have to hope that we can do enough damage to Final Breath. I want it to be Psychic, but I also want to change it to Infernal. We do have Usual Solution, which we're going to use to take our Captain's orders. It would put Final Breath at 4. We don't need it to be at 4. Actually, we have enough damage on Final Breath. It just needs to be at 4, really. Which 7 minus 4 is 3, so that's good enough. Okay. So you're not hitting Stuntman. You would probably hit Stuntman, and that's irreducible damage, so Stylish Armor doesn't help. I don't like hitting you for -1. You're also not a super big priority, honestly. What's the worst that happens? Environment plays, surprise shopping trip. Surprise shopping trip takes out Battle Forged prematurely. Because Capitan could play Motley Crue and then Motley Crue or something like that and play a bajillion cards. And Surprise Shopping Trip would just take down the crew. But even then, Final Breath would be down to 4 if we ordered it correctly. Even if I hit you now, you'd be at 4. Is there a card here? Most of these cards deal 1 damage. Except for Marsquake. Marsquake would screw us. Okay, so we're not doing that. This is irreducible. I didn't want to hit you with 1 damage earlier, but I'll hit you with 1 damage now because it's irreducible. Does that make sense? I don't know. 1 damage doesn't really make a difference anyway. Okay. Well, I think we want to rudder. Do we want to rudder? There's nothing to rudder right now. Probably a fine time to Timeless Treasure. Could harness Anomaly for funsies. I don't think we need it this turn. Okay, Timeless Treasure. Bearing in mind that we can take whatever card we want back, get Sudden Contract back immediately. So Chrono can get bounties in play quickly. Let's do that. And since we're giving card draws to Chrono with Visionary, I think we could give this to the other heroes to balance it out. Everything is balanced as it should be. Oh my god, it's Sudden Contract. Actually, that was not the Sudden Contract I put there. It was a different one all along. Alright, we can get Masada with Displaced Armory if you ever want it. So, it's fine. Recognition is good. Start of turn damage. Hey, there's nothing in your trash for you to pull back. Mabel. Amazing, Mabel. Redirect this. It was intended to use this on Final Breath, but Mabel's just worse. You're gonna destroy our setup. Our well set up cards. Final Breath is just gonna hit Visionary for +1 because it's 10 or fewer now. Put Visionary down to 6. Is that acceptable? We can survive. We will survive. I would like to Sudden Contract whole gang again, but I can't because it's in my trash. Why is it in my trash? We could just do my job and maybe get Ranger's Mark. Draw 4 cards. Seems pretty likely we get it. Put Eye on the Prize, try to get it. Get Final Breath down to 2. And who are you targeting? Visionary. The target other than itself with the second lowest HP, so we can try to set that up to be Siegebreaker, I guess. Draw by any means. We'll get Hunter and Hunted back later, probably. We need to get powers out of turn. Lance Flammies can help. Or Lone Flamme, or whatever. I'll get rid of a combat timing. Prophetic Vision. Pathetic Vision. A third sudden contract is not what I want. Ranger's Mark is what I want, so that's good. Terrible Tech Strike and Ultimate Target. Okay. So now the goal is to get Siegebreaker down to 4, and that's going to be rather difficult, actually. We put it on Final Breath instead? Do you still have Rest of Mind? You do not. We have to figure out a way to damage Siegebreaker, I guess. We could again try for this Triceratops to take Siegebreaker out. I mean, this would use a power if it's destroyed. Comodora, or Capitan is hitting Comodora right now, though. Could hit Comodora once, and then Comodora hits Stuntman, reduces it, uses a power, deals 3 irreducible damage. Could take out Siegebreaker, which then takes out Final Breath. Triceratops is currently hitting Siegebreaker for 3-1, or yeah, 3-1 is 2. We get 3, this would do 3. That'd be just enough damage. We just have to hit Comodora once with something. I guess we could just use Trior Incredible. Trior Incredible. There's Nemesis damage, though, is the problem. Future Tech Deck Gun could do it. Also just does damage to many things. Either discard a card or destroy this card. Nice. So then what we wanted was the Future Tech Deck Gun, which is a power. Keeping them at equal HP is fine. We can also hit the Triceratops with this, keep them in check. Hit Comodora, because we need Comodora to be We need Stuntman to be highest for Capitan. Got Flintlock and Cutlass from the bottom of our trash. We draw, take time. Which is what? Destroy stuff? Cool. Stuntman is really trying to find things to get set up with. Visionary probably also wants stuff. Suggestion would also be nice. Rest the Mind is good. Don't need Rest the Mind this time. Precognition to control the villain deck, so we know what's coming up. Either Captain's Orders, which hits Visionary, Chip, which just does 2 damage, or Altogether Now, which would just do 1 damage. I think it's Altogether Now. All together now, 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 all together now. Stuntman is trying to get set up. Traumatic Cliffhanger is good. And Crevassant is good. Hidden Mine is dangerous. Dangerous. I'll get rid of Hidden Mine. Brain Burn. That also gets rid of the ship. Reduce all HP recovery by 2. Also, order of operations was wrong here because it's actually 3 and not 2, or not 1. Because plays before end of turn. End of turn is what was the goal. Oh well, this does the same effect in the end. Wait, what? Because it didn't get destroyed? Oh, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. I no executioned him, not whole gang did him. Whoops. That's a game breaker. Visionary's now at 2. Well, the good news is you're hitting Final Breath for us, so we don't have to worry about Final Breath at all. By any means, an ultimate target are in my deck, or in my hand, not my deck. Guess I'm just gonna have to play both manually with no extra damage flares. Feels so dirty. Okay. Can Dramatic Cliffhanger and play Immediate Res and just, you know, skip the next Comodora turn or Capitan turn and Chrono-Ranger turn. Not sure if that's good or bad, but sounds amusing. Cool, okay, cool. This is limited. I haven't really gotten too much destruction happening yet. Gotta discard another one. Haven't had many instances of damage, although your next damage is hitting Comodora. We could just prevent that. Cool. Straight up damage dealer is rather pedestrian. Concordant Helm number 2. And we want to get Maria Helena's plot so we can now do some knowledge of what's on the bottom of our deck shenanigans. Can look at the bottom card of my deck at any time. It is currently Concordant Helm, which has the same name as a limited card currently in play, so it would not be put into play, which is sad days. Sad days. get a precog back. Especially because we'll be able to play it before her next turn. Before Capitan's next turn, that is. Do we want Concord and Helm from the bottom of our deck, or do we want an equipment here, which would be Cannon Portal? Be automatic damage dealing. Kind of, there's kind of different synergies that we want. We want either equipments on the bottom of our deck or equipments in our trash. This is a slow setup, though. It's probably better to just get this straight up damage dealer back. Hey, it's precognition. That's not the one we put underneath the top card of the deck, so that's cool. Second lowest is Final Breath. I think it's Decoy Projection for now, because we can precog next turn. I don't know if we can really utilize Brain Burn effectively. There are crew in there we want to get rid of. We do have a means of doing that we haven't done yet, with Rudder in the time stream. But I think we have enough manipulations that we don't need Brain Burn. At the start of the environment turn, a player may discard one card to destroy this card. Discard Lance Flammies. Rift in Time. But before that happens, we have Dramatic Cliffhanger. This is actually the first time that we could have Rift in Time destroy an environment card before it plays the top card of the environment deck. I guess that happens if it's played out of turn. You may play a card, use a power, and draw a card in any order. Oh, actually, I wanted to use a power there, because our play is in medias res. That's our power. It's irreducible 4 damage. Cool. In medias res. All right. Now we're on Stuntman's turn. Second lowest is Decoy Projection, so Triceratops has to go. Well, actually, no. Triceratops goes off before Rift in Time. Could just use usual solution. One of the things we wanted to do at some point. No Time to Bleed. Planquez-vous. Let's just get rid of the Triceratops. Triceratops is evil. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, though, because we can just destroy it. Deal damage to the thing we want to deal damage to. Destroy the Triceratops. And then just keep hitting Capitan. We have her under control now, so this is good. I have to discard 3 cards. 2 cards? 2 cards? I have to discard 2 cards. Mabel. And move one card from a different trash to the bottom of that card's deck. So we can cut sudden contract one of these bounties if we wanted. Okay. I think that's probably the best. I mean, we could just do it on Comodora to put equipments at the bottom, but all the equipments are currently in play, so we could destroy equipments and then put them on the bottom, and then, yeah, but I think no executions is better right now. She's only gonna get 1 crew or 3 crew? I don't know. Do you have any equipments in there? Concord and Helm. What's the bottom card of your deck? Concord and Helm? Okay. Paradolha Figurehead. Hidden Minds return. Pathetic Visions return. Alright, now we control the villain. Deal damage to Comodora, who cannot use powers. Lapis, 2 deals damage at the start. Plunder, that destroys 1 card and regains 2 hit points. Well, when a card is destroyed, I could deal damage. Alright. So, we were saying... I don't know what we were saying, but we were saying... Atlantean Throne Room, reducing all damage by 1. Kind of defeats Maria Helena's plot, I guess. Could draw a card from it, at least. Capitan finally put a card underneath her. So weird. This would have been 8 damage, but Atlantean Throne Room came out. I do like Atlantean Throne Room. It provides good defense and a lot of card draw. It does hit you more than it hits the villains. But I feel like it's more beneficial than detrimental. So we could get Masada, which is irreducible. We have 2 bounties in place. It would be 2 irreducible energy plus 1 from Twist the Ether, plus 1 from By Any Means, plus 1 from Ultimate Target. So that's 5 irreducible energy damage, which is slightly worse than 6 damage here. That kind of sucks. I think we want the Hunter and Hunted back now. Because you're not targeting Chrono, and it can kind of make sure that Chrono's not hit by various effects. We could draw it, or we could use Time's Lessons plus Enlighten to get it. And once I have it, I'll play it, and then I'll play Eye on the Prize. So I guess to set up for that, we would want to sudden contract as much as we can. So no executions would just kind of go next to Decoy Projection. So at least the others will go next to Comodora, which is a bit better because put all the put all of them on one thing. I'll make this fire damage, and then I'll turn it into cold damage. A song of ice and fire. All right. Let's go Kukaku. Go for all the damages. Dramatic cliffhanger. Ooh, temporal rigging on Chrono. Also powered to have figurehead on Chrono. Get all the +1s on Chrono. We gotta get that Hunter and Hunted back. That's an equipment. Put that on Chrono. Make sure that you don't do something stupid. It's going to be Temporal Thief, which is going to deal 0 damage. Puts cards under her, but we will win next turn. So does it matter? I guess we could destroy Atlantean Throne Room. If we wanted to do more damage. 1 damage to all isn't going to kill us, but... yeah, so just skip this. And oh my god, we have a crushing hallway after us. Whatever shall we do? Danny Boy, Steal the Scene, Ship Shape, Cerebral Hemorrhage. I don't know why I did that. Doesn't really matter. This is gonna be 5 damage right now. This is why Chrono-Ranger is so good, because all the damage instances add up. You just dealt 10 damage out of turn. All right, it's done. We're over. We win. We win. And it's eye on the prize. You know, I'm gonna play a card that deals 9 damage and also plays a card. Alright. GG. Lude wins. Alright. That is my last game of Sentinels this year. La Capitan tried to break the time stream. We did not litter. Although we probably should have, because 2020 was awful, but I'm sure she would have made it even worse or something. She would have made the coronavirus affect the dinosaurs, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so that is it for Sentinels. Goodbye, Sweet Prince. Good night, Sweet Prince. Good night, Sweet Prince. Start up 1-deck dungeon. And we shall go and change the game. One deck dungeon update. And I need to change this ID. Okay. Steam has not started it because it's currently in a weird... It's going to say... Like, it's trying to synchronize... Oh, there it goes. Finally finished. I thought I was going to say, we could not synchronize because we're too busy trying to do something else elsewhere. Yeah, syncing. Yeah. All right, it's on stream. It's ready to go. What are we gonna do today? Some rather quick game, probably, if we can. So Mist, always Mist. Mist is good. Who should accompany Mist, and where shall we go? You know, we haven't done a one diamond game in a while, and I guess if we're gonna try to do something fast, we might as well do that. Let's see. So Dragon versus Mud Golem. 32 games versus Dragon, 26 games versus Mud Golem. Dragon's record is much worse. I don't know why Dragon's record is much worse. Have I just been that bad at the game? When I first started playing, that's probably what happened. Let's improve the Dragon record, shall we? Dragon, which needs strength. A 6 in a peril is kind of scary. But yeah, we need strength. We're going to need consistent 6s and all that. So Mist is great because mana, but doesn't provide good strength. We need someone that has a good strength up front. Fnatic is... Whoops, I don't want to hit Kalyana. Fnatic is good in that regard, I guess. Could also go like Paladin. Who else is strength heavy? Dragoon. Dragoon's new. Let's go Dragoon. Plus we also got to get, you know, check marks on them. You only have the aggression focus that gives you a reroll. Strength heavy, so we should go for strength skill. 4 of any type sounds good to me. Dragon, not lizard. You don't do that tongue thing. Ugh. And of course for you, it's just, what, Force Bolt, just because. You obviously want a mana skill because focus and divine augury. Okay. Let's go with Cured Aid. Let's go with Hybrid. Play on Fearless. Choose a Fiend. I think we played Terra Shell last time, I think. I think we played Spout Elemental 2? Or am I just completely making this up? I know I played Shark Wisp. I know I played Merflection. Let's do Endless Kelp, because that has the worst record, right? Because it's all the way on the left, but it's not necessarily the easiest. This is just alphabetical. All right, let's go. So after you explore, discard 1, close the door, and all wide boxes are increased by 2. It's a Mulan reference. I don't know Mulan. Just get rid of that door. Can actually tell which door is from which deck. I took a base game deck, but that's fine. Skeleton. If any boxes are empty, spend 2 time, get invisibility potion early on. Just gonna enter without thinking. I think we got some good rolls here. Got things to cover that. Got something to cover that, something to cover that, something to cover that. 4 of any type. We can do a re-roll. Yeah, Fearlessness here. Okay. We're really looking for a 6 somewhere in order to cover this, which we can just Force Bolt. I don't know what I'm worried about. Well, actually, what I am worried about is covering these boxes up here, I guess. I could blind luck to get a mana 2 and then get the 6 off of that. And then I have a 5 I can put anywhere I want. You have a reroll. This could just go in the 2 spot. Could try to reroll to get 4 or higher with a chance of it being a 1, which would be sad. Any of the party's mana skills could be reused. I don't know if that would make a difference, because the only one would be like Force Bolt. Forked Strike. We do want to store numbers, don't we? Reduce a die of value 4 plus to 1. You and your partner each gain a 2 of its color. Because we also got Stalwart to think about, so... Well, that didn't help, did it? Whose 5 was this? Remove dice. Who's your 5? Okay. But this was Dragoon's 5, which means that this could be missed putting a 5 there, and then we could Fork Strike that. We could store dice here. We could turn one of them into a heroic. I guess the question is, do we need to confront? After you explore, discard a closed door, so that would lower the number of encounters per floor if we keep that active. All wide boxes are increased by 2, that's obviously disruptive. But having 2 extra dice rolls should negate that to an extent. Sort of. Probably keep a strength and a mana, even though our mana's okay. Put one up there, one up there. Okay. That invisibility potion can save us from the terrible encounters. Bear traps. Well, you're increasing it by 2, so this is actually a much harder fight than normal. We only have 1 agility die. We could focus to get 2 dice, but would not cover that 8 because we got to cover the 2 first. Blind luck would give us a 2 though, so I guess the 2's covered. We have 2 dice that could total to 8, just straight up. Do we go for it? We're gonna use up the focus, but we can't keep too many open doors because we have to discard. I guess we could discard 1 closed door, so we would still have 2 unopened doors to enter, but. Well, that is tragic. That is less tragic. We just win. Barely, but we just win. With no extra dice anywhere. Take the item. Mana potion is cool. But we need dice. Add 2 times the consequences for each heroic die on this card. Skill awareness. Reduce the difficulty of each challenge box by 1. Which is perhaps important because we're going to have a 6 next floor. And it's an auto skill. We're certainly going to have to probably take consequences here. Consequences are rather light though. I think hardest part will be the armor. Also, the 6s are hard. Or we just roll a 6. Reroll 2 strength dice, probably. Well, Because we could re-roll from Forked Strike, which would be interesting. Plus, we do have a 2 that goes into True Strike, and I think that has to actually be an Agility. So that can go onto the Agility 4. We could perhaps get an Agility 6 off of Force Bolt. Might as well just use Blind Bull Rush, I guess. Fearlessness rolls. That's rather sad. Do we need to re-roll the mana? I don't think we do. Do we need to reduce a mana to 1 and each of us gains a 2? 2 mana. We could have a 2 and a 4 that go into Force Bolt. Save a 2 strength off of Blind Luck to put into the armor, or could we confront? That'd be expensive right now. Confronting, however, would give us a 6. But if we entertain the thought of confronting for a second, the agility's not really that good, though. Let's change this. And then re-roll these 2? Or these 2? Because what? Currently the mana one's not doing anything other than perhaps going into Stalwarts. Let's re-roll those. Get 2 3s. Well, that does put a 3 there. Doesn't really do much there. Agility 2. Problem is the 6. But if we sacrifice this 6, we could get it back. I guess the problem is we won't get the agility 6 that we wanted. This gives me an agility 6. I guess I don't have to confront this floor, because we can cover the boxes, and that's the most important thing. Maybe. We still have to figure out how to cover the armor. That has to go there. I have to avoid putting... Well, maybe we don't put it there. Maybe we gotta put these here. Force Bolt for agility. And then we can Divine Augury to get a strength 4. Or we Blind Luck for a 2, get a 3 out. No consequences. You get 2 mana dice in there. We could convert it to a heroic. Unless we wanted to put something up here, but we can't unless we convert to a heroic. But I think having 2 dice in here is better than dice up there for now. Probably could have done that last turn as well, I'm not sure. This will save us in perils, I think. Because those are going to be difficult with the Fiend. Save mana skills from Mist if possible. Or just any mana. Let's take out a Forest Shadows one, keep a base game in there. I'm not sure what we're looking for, but we'll try. Spend time for each poison in the party. We have no time, or no poison. This is probably the perfect fight for us, just because there's no agility. And since it's a combat, we can use focus and get it back easily, so that's good. Roll. 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 Not good numbers. We don't have a mana 6. If we confront, we would have a mana 6. So that's a thought. I do have a 5. We have a 4. We could get a 3. We don't have this 5 though. There's a 4. Also don't really have that strength 3 either. We have a reroll. Probably do it over here. That gives me a 4 that I can forked. Except there's no mana left, so we'll do that after Force Bolt. We could Force Bolt these to get a 5. Now we can Fork Strike. Divine Augury to get a Strength 3. True Strike to get a Strength 4. And if we can confront, then we would get our mana 6. We have enough dice to confront though. We would have to lose one of these dice. We could lose that one. We'd have to finagle an agility 3. We'd also have to get a 6. That's the hard part. This would have to go up there. And then we would lose an armor box. We'd have to... we'd end up with more consequences, probably, if we did that. We could take a damage in a time, probably. That's probably fine. All of these are damage time. This is only damage, but we're not sacrificing a 6, ultimately. I could have Force Bolted to get a 6, I guess. But I think we'd have to put too many dice up there for it to really work well. So let's put that there. Let's convert these to heroics over here. So those will be stored. One is stored there. Put those up there. And that's it. Now let's take the item, get agility somewhere going. Spend time for each closed door. There's only one closed door, but fleeing and coming back would be 2 time. So I think we're entering. All right, got a 6. Got a 5. Got a 3, got a 4. Got a 3. Got a roll here. I pinged everyone in lewd moments. Oh. Rip. I was supposed to put that in a different channel. Or a different, yeah, a different text channel. Okay. And a happy new year. We wish you a happy Christmas. All right. But thanks for pointing out Reigns. All right, Force Bolt with these would be kind of overkill, but it gets me a 6. We could also put one of these up here, actually, so I don't have to sacrifice that as much. We can confront for sure, right? Let's re-roll these so I might be able to get the 3s from there. Or I just get 2 6s. This is a tasty burger. True Strike to get... I could Fork Strike a 4 to a 1 and gain a 2, so I'd have 2 heroics like that very easily. But... yeah, this is like trivial at this point, right? Your street is a one-way, and so far 2 ambulances and 2 police cars have gone down the road. Oh boy. People are partying like it's the end of the world. Well, Supreme Overkill here, but Force Bolt, Strength, Divine Augury, Force Bolt, Agility. Now we can confront. Do we need to confront right now? Because there's still another open or another closed door we can confront at that point and get a free 6 in that encounter. There's heroics here that I want to get rid of for True Strike, though. Do I need to? There's 1 die left in the supply. Right, so I don't need to do that. I could just do this. And then we have our 2 dice for Stalwarts. Okay. Mana to Mist. Right? That would be better than Blitz. Yeah, let's just give mana there. It's not your problem because you're moving next Saturday. Yay! Mana Fountain. Well, that's perfect. This ends the game. It's over. We just win? Bull Rush. Well, let's do the re-rolls if we want them. Because we're getting a 6. We don't have agility 6. We don't have mana 6, but agility is easier to get than mana, so we could confront to get an agility 6. Still want an agility 3 though. We don't need the strength at all. All right, good night, Reigns. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed your stay and Happy New Year. Could re-roll the agility 1 and the heroic 2. Okay, that's a strict improvement. Now we can confront, because we used up all the skills that are unrewindable. So I want mana. We have the agility. We can cover this box. Cover this box. Cover this box. Everywhere a box. That covers all the squares. Well, all the boxes. There are the Fiend boxes too. And, well, I guess Bull Rush, might as well do that to save a die. And we got to use a mana skill so that focus works. We do have 2 dice to put in Stalwart right now, but they could also be used up there in some capacity. This one is not doing anything of its own. That 2 could go there, that 3 could go there, this 1 could go there. This one is sad. We could put this 3 in the Force Bolt to cover the 4, so there's... Agility's harder to come by than mana anyway. Get an Agility 2. Force Bolt to get a 4. We could Forked Strike that so that Mist gets something back. No reason to Force Bolt this unless we want to get... Oh, no, we can't. So it'll just be a 2 there. You have a 4 here. Although I would probably prefer it to be on the 3, honestly, but might as well cover the bigger number. We still have True Strike. Interesting. We could almost just Confront again. Actually, we can just Confront again. We could also just save it for next turn. Because there's no reason to Confront right now. I want a True Strike. Or, well, I mean, I guess I could True Strike to put a 3 there and then put the 6 up there and then Confront. But then I won't have 2 dice for Stalwart. We are going to explore, but we confronted and got rid of the after you explore rule, so now all wide boxes are increased by 2. But that's not affecting this. We could take this 2 off, but it's your 2, not Dragoon's 2. So I think we just stop here. Give that skill to Mist. We now get a free mana 6 to put into Force Bolt. And we can keep all 4 doors here. All right. Unfortunately, Force Bolt is not a peril mana skill. Awareness would work. Blind Luck plus, well, Blind Luck already covers that, so awareness doesn't do much there. I don't think we want the strength die. Barrage is silly, so this would just be experience. It'd be difficult to confront in this fight, though. I think we just bolster, even though we're gonna spend time. But I think we can stay on this floor, even if I have to, even if I'm going to spend... Even if I'm gonna get a lot of damage, I guess, is the question. Alright, reduce the boxes. Do this. We didn't need to reduce the boxes, but we reduced the boxes. Alright. Let's try to avoid spending time now if we can. Unfortunately, this is not the fight to do that. This is another experience thing, unless there's 4 experience that we can get from somewhere else, which would be just awareness, right? But backstab's not better than awareness. Leveling up is important, though. I'm gonna go ahead, enter, take a damage. Good roll. Good roll. I don't even have to use any of my skills. I can actually set up for confront next turn. Which means I'm staying on this floor, because otherwise this resets. So we're gonna go ahead and stay on the floor and take another damage. It's okay. We have room to heal now. What is with all these perils here? Is dexterity better than awareness? Dexterity does give me 6, which is important. Mana Fountain also gives me a free 6. If I replace Moss Golem with it, which actually I would have to because you don't have room for any other skills, but we would start the next card with 3 experience. Yeah, so that'd be pretty good. I like overflowing because we get to save it. Is there a way we can not spend time here? Can I jump over if I roll all my dice? I would lose focus and stalwart, but I would save a damage. We are going to level up, which gains us a potion token, which does heal us. And when we confront, this lowers wide boxes by 2, so this would be an 8 and a 14, but we do have blind luck, and we do have awareness. Yeah, I think we're gonna jump over. We will confront and get a 6, so this is actually, and this also reduces it by 2, so this is just an 8. And also we have blind luck for the 2, so we just have to roll 8. With 2 dice, it's possible. It's probably okay to roll 1 here. Oh, I have to roll all. Well, I could just store it if we have extras. Keep the focus dice, because we just have to roll, we have to roll 2 1s in order to win. Alright, threat neutralized. And we just win. I keep my stalwart dice. I think that 6 is better than, it could be better than Bull Rush. Bull Rush would help against the boss, whereas the other one wouldn't. I'll heal Dragoon, I guess. I don't know. We've leveled up. Staying on the floor is another damage. I think we'll just descend. Alright, we now spend time when we use a skill. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. We want to confront as soon as we can. And this is not a good encounter here. But we can go ahead and use up all of our dice here. We can always put them back as we have been. We can see if we can just confront first and foremost before we use any skills. It would eat up a lot of our dice though. We will get 2 6s out of it now, because we're on floor 2. It's pretty painful. There's just no way I'm putting a 5 there. That's just poppycock. Like, all of this is poppycock. Is it better to keep these 2 mana for Force Bolt, or is it better to keep this 2? It's a Dragoon 2. Dragoon would probably want an agility die. Maybe. Your agility die is this. That's your 2. That would probably be better to save for dexterity and then put these 2 up here. These are just ridiculous. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those. Like I could stomach putting a 5 on the 4. I can't stomach putting a 5 on a 3 and a 6 on a 4. That's just silly. If I spend time to use a skill that can be used to save good dice, I guess, is the question. I could use blind luck just to get a 2. Spending a time so I save this heroic 5 would probably be good. I mean, I guess 5s we can't really use on this card anyway, is the thing. This mana at least could go here, so that's fine. This 5, I'm not sure what I'm doing with it. Could go there, I guess. We're getting 2 6s. We already have a 6 here. We have a 6 for that. I could save this 6. We could lose this 5, I guess. I mean, that was already kind of going there anyway. Blind luck hits that one. So we just need a 3. Could Forked Strike to get a mana 2, and then that saves that, and that goes there. Although that was going to be blind luck, I guess. It'd still be blind luck. We could just save that. Trying to minimize the time that we spend and not just be terrible here. So after I confront, I'll have 2 6s, right? I can convert these to heroics to cover this one. I can cover that one. Blind luck that one. That spends 1 time. Then I'll get 2 6s and I have no dice left over at this point. But no, I do still have dice. I have Mana Fountain and a Force Bolt, and that covers the last square. I do have a Fearlessness roll. And I would want to keep Stalwart dice, I guess. That's the challenge now is... jeez. Oh wait, which one of these dice... That's Dragoon's 2. That could be used for True Strike. Or just anything. But True Strike plus Forked Strike actually is a really good combo. Didn't realize that when I set that up, but it's a really good combo. Okay. So I actually want to keep that too. I guess this was going to be Dexterity. Would it be better to put it here though? Because we're getting a 6, but then we have more squares we need to cover. We could do this. No, we need a heroic. We need to do something for that one. I don't know what I'm doing here. This covers them all. I don't know whose 5 this was. It would help. I've been told different things, like if you hover over a character portrait, it shows you whose dice that is. But it doesn't look like it is working. Oh no, okay, now I see it. So that's Mist's 5. Yeah, because when I hover over here, it's still highlighting. I have to actually move it away. Or am I doing this right? No, no. I have to hover over this is what I'm doing. Okay. Hover over this. So it's actually Dragoon's 5. Which could be Fork Striked. Let's just do it. Enough talk. Spent no time. It's good. I also don't have to select this right away. Nice. Although it does do this effect here. It's kind of weird. Can I confront? And before I do that, use this? Yes, I can. Even though everything's dimmed, I could still do skills. All right. Because this will help me figure out what I actually need here. Except I can't, because I can't scroll that. This seems like a bug. I can use auto skills, but I can't drag dice to do the other skills. Also can't arrange my dice to see what I need to do now. We needed an agility 6. We need a strength 6. We have a strength 6. True strike gives me a strength 4. I'm not sure at this point. We could do a strength 6 on the Dragoon, so forked strike it. I guess we could just do that with true strike though. That would be a bit better. But do the thing to have 2 dice. So true strike of strength 4, forked strike to get a 2 and a 1. Endless assault the 2 and the 1. We might be able to cover the 2 3s. And if not, we can have Mist help. But Mist might want to focus more on the agility. We do have the agility 6 now. Yeah, so getting something to hit the 4 with would be nice. So now we can do this to get something. It just didn't give me an option. It just put the die into focus. Ah, bugs, bugs, bugs everywhere. I don't remember what I want. I think it's dependent on what we get here, right? So, true strike the 4. Actually, it doesn't even have to be strength. Make it heroic. Well, that is just literally the worst outcome. It's stalwart dice. Yay, we have stalwart dice now. We can also put in dexterity, but let's see. I mean, I guess with blind luck, we have another 6 out of Force Bolt. We could have also put dice up there. Actually, before I do that, we do still have this 6 that might as well be used. Yeah, I was sort of relying on being able to cover the strength with these dice. and it didn't happen. I could aid these, right? This could be any dice. Yeah, and that gives me 2 3s. We have something for the 4. I guess damage is okay. Poison is... Well, I guess poison might just be given away. The first poison is not bad. It's the second poison that's worse. Force bolt that to get strength. And now we have like literally nothing for up there. But we still have Stalwart and Focus set up, so that's fine. Ooh, that's a new sound effect. Spin in agility, roll a strength, gain in agility 4. Don't have many agilities left, but it could be comboed with blind luck. Kind of want to save these slots for mana skills, though. I guess it doesn't have to be. We want a mana peril skill someday, so we can use focus and perils a little more routinely. Do we need more mana dice? Always mana with mist? It's ogre! This is not the right skill. I guess this is the hybrid deck, so it's always going to be this skill, right? I think his other skill is the one that's really good, but oh well. Discard any 5s, gain strength 6s. Also, pretty bad combat with all the large boxes increasing by 2, isn't it? Not a good encounter to try to face straight up. We could invisibility it. You could also just flee and never fight it and still have 3 doors to explore. No, we won't. We don't have 2 doors. You discard an open door, or yeah, you discard a closed door, so we'd only have 2. This is one that pauses me to stop and think. I could just invisibility, spend a 2-time, move on. I could try to fight it straight up. We don't have many agility. Force bolt would be more focused probably on the agility. It could also be focused on the strength. But our strength is not actually that good. It's also not a combat to try to confront the fiend with. We could come back once we're ready to confront and get 2 free 6s, I guess. That's a consideration. It is for experience, which puts us very close to leveling up. We could actually fly over. Clever Smash, roll, strength, discard it to gain a heroic 3. So it's basically a strength die. We did lose the thing that lowers the dice by 1, or the boxes by 1. That's not happy. That's not happy. No 6 here. Do we confront? A bit difficult when we don't have any strength or agilities here, but we could at least put dice over here. Also over here. Unfortunately, confronting requires a 6. We could aid to get a 6. We could blind luck, might as well. Increase these by 1. These become 3s, these become 4s. Still have nothing for this box. Well, okay, that's not exciting. Do I take a damage? Or do I avoid a damage? Do I also save these for... Those are yours, right? Yeah. Save that for Stalwart, probably. That's a bit better. Take a damage or aid and recover a little bit. We can take a damage here. Mist needs to stay at 1, otherwise poison will kill her. And I don't think we're confronting the ogre. Alright. We don't remove the poison, though, because it's a hybrid deck. Charmed Panther. Does that help us? We're definitely charming it. There's a 6. There's another 6. Do we set up to confront here? We're gonna get 2 6s when we confront. Well, no, we're not gonna get it this fight, but we're gonna get it on the ogre if we go for it. I want to try to save those if we can. That's a 6. Ugh. No, I think we have this issue again where we don't have enough dice. Because we do have to, you know, charm it still. I keep... That one's not going to do anything, right? Might as well just... ditch it. Better than nothing. Stop giving me perils! Disarm's easier than remove. Swiftness aura combos with dexterity. But we don't need it. Oh. Because we're a bit short on dice, huh? Oh yeah, we have 4 heroics up there. I like to ask me who's gonna roll first, then it proceeds to not even bother rolling in. We put too many heroics up there. We could fix it. We could just put a mana and heroic in here. No, stop that. Stop asking me to discard dice. I know I need to, but I don't want to. So that covers that. I want to cover more squares above, but I can't exactly do that when I'm maxed on heroics and on manas. Speaking of being maxed on manas, let's go ahead and take a mana die, shall we? Ah. Well, we removed it. Kind of sad that we rolled a 2 and a 1 and a poison roll, but whatever. Both heroes are at their skill limit. Precise Blow kind of synergizes with Dexterity, gives me a Agility 2 that goes and gives me an Agility 6 out of that. Spend a Strength die to get Strength 5, Agility 6, that's probably fine, better than Clever Smash. If I evade Thorns, I could probably confront. It's not a good encounter, though. I could just Invisibility. That'd be a waste of Invisibility, though. Strike down. You'd have 3 Strength and 2 Heroics. You could Blind Luck to cover the armor. If we fail, we die. Take a damage to Dragoon 3 times. Becomes a damage to Mist. We'd have to use Potion. So it wouldn't die, but we'd have to use a Potion. I'm gonna enter. Okay. That's a bit sad. I can still store that one. Okay, next fight levels us up if we can survive it. We could just... but Invisibility on Ogre would actually give us damage. We would heal it back, but it would give us damage. Okay, good. Encounter or combat. Combat's much better. Spend time for each one rolled, however, that's not good. Do we roll 4 4s and lose? Or 4 1s and lose? Might just be better to Invisibility this fight. We would level up off of it, so we get the potion back. We would start with 2 experience towards level 3. Remember we were talking about confronting the Fiend? Yeah, that's kind of not happening. Don't have space for Armor Crush, but it's not going to do much. I guess it gives us something slightly. Our agility is terrible, right? Armor Crush means we don't have to worry about... Well, I guess we still have to worry about that 6. But it gives us one less thing to worry about, and we're... I guess with Mana Fountain Force Bolt, we do get an agility 6. Precise Blow Dexterity gives me an agility 6. And I'm likely to roll a 5 somewhere else. Yeah, I don't think I can afford this. Is it better than Charmed Panther? You don't have any strength. You could do blind luck into armor crush though. Oh boy. All small boxes on other cards are increased by 1. Okay, so other cards meaning not those up there. Okay. And spend time when you use a skill. This is going to be a short floor. We're probably okay. I would like to get to level 4. I don't feel like it's going to happen though. Dice may not be re-rolled or increased. With lots of agility 6s on here. Plus that armor box is actually an armor 12. Actually, no, that's just the topmost fiend effect, right? All small boxes are increased by 1 because normally those are 5s. I guess that's a 6, but still, there's not as many 6s as it might seem. We need to confront first and foremost, I think. That would give us 3 6s back. So it's pretty useful. I just can't reuse skills to help with that. Well, oddly, that still works. Drink. All right, bottoms up. So just ignoring everything else for the moment. We can confront. We have a strength 6. We don't have a mana 6. Dragoon loses a strength that could have gone into precise blow. Keep that. I could do this. Keep this 6, which is missed 6. But that means we would need 1 less 6 over here, right? We could do agility, mana. We still have to finagle us. Well, I guess Armor Crush plus Mana Fountain Force Bolt is really good. Lots of remaining squares though, but with Precise Blow and Dexterity, actually Precise Blow and Dexterity means I don't need Agility 6. And I get a Strength 5 out of that. So these 2 squares are then covered. Armor Crush has to go on the 12, so I just need another 6 there. I could take Strength 6, Agility 6, or Mana 6, Agility 6. And then I just need to cover these 2 4s. We do still have Fearlessness. But we do still spend time when we do a skill, though. All small boxes are actually increased, so actually it's not as hard to cover these boxes as it might seem. Oh, I hit the buttons way too fast and I confused the game. That is what we needed, ultimately. Oh, you need a strength for Armor Crush. Which was coming from this, I guess. Spending lots of time here now. Do we just confront again? We can't cover that one, really? I'm gonna go back a million turns. Let's just ignore the fact that there's a fiend here for a second. See what we can do on this board straight up. Rushing the fiend is gonna spend a million time. If we can just win without it, it's probably okay. Other than the fact that we have to spend time using skills. I just don't want to like put all this effort towards facing the fiend and then spend 10 time and 1 damage as consequences. It does level the fiend down, but feels like my efforts are best spent elsewhere at that point. None of these are just time consequences, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd just be able to skip them and say I can't cover this without spending time, so I'm going to ignore it. I don't know what this one is doing there. I guess it could be a True Strike one, right? Whose die is that? It's Dragoon's. That's 3 time to do this. We can cover the squares. I don't know how much time I ended up spending, but is it better or worse than before? I don't know. I did cover all the squares. Save those for Stalwart, though. It's hard at this point. It's very hard. Spending time and use a skill makes this really hard. I think at this point I'm just gonna try to level up as fast as I can. I don't know if leveling up would help, but it would give me a potion and a heroic die. This is not the encounter I want to see. Accuracy sucks. To experience sucks. 6s suck. I can't do strength or agility here. I could invisibility. It's such a waste though. Guess we're just gonna fight the boss at level 3 at this point. No, stop this. Stop this. Flame Weave is actually okay. I mean, it's not just okay, it's great. I could just invisibility this fight to take Flame Weave. I don't know if it's better or worse than fighting it straight up at this point, but it does give us a Peril Mana skill that doesn't matter because we're already at the end. We're already at the end. We can stay and check the next door, but again, we can't use any skills because we would spend time. Not many consequences on this card though, which is good news. And all my focus and stalwarts are not usable on the boss, so it's probably worth just fighting this. Crushing Blow does help against Dragon though. Gives us that box covered. So that's really nice. I think we can fight this. A skill means a damage, unfortunately. I don't know why it keeps asking me that. I guess because there's dice up here now. It was asking me that before, but there was no dice up there and there was no overlap, so I was a little confused. Agility's not good, unfortunately. I think using 3 skills here is better than taking damage. Mist has, oh right, yeah. I was like, Mist has no strength dice, but Blind Luck, Armor Crush. Such a big effort there. I'd have to take another damage to win at this point. I regret this decision now. I did use too many skills there, really? Oh right, Divine Augury is a skill, that's why. Ugh. Ugh. Do True Strike though. Alright, I'm going into this boss rather uncomfortable. But not much I can do at this point. Why am I only at 2 damage? Wasn't I at 3 and 3? That's a bug. I'm supposed to be at 3 and 3. I'm supposed to be at 3 and 3. I'm not gonna let that bug happen. That's a cheaty bug. I undo all the times. I'm at 1 and 2, 2 and 1. I guess I was supposed to be at 3 and 2 actually, but still, definitely not 2 and 2. One of the damages didn't happen that was supposed to have happened. Great, so we get to do this all over again. Woo! I forget what we did. There might actually be a better sequence of actions, actually. Precise blow dexterity might be better. I don't know if that 2 is going to do anything. Oh, I guess the 2 feeds dexterity, right? That gives me a strength 5 and agility 6. So that covers that. The other was to use Armor Crush. Excuse me. I think I used Blind Luck for that, but it might be better to do that because then I don't have to use Blind Luck and spend time. That's the last armor. Can we just use Force Bolt straight up? Still have to take a damage for this. Oh, but I still gotta get another 6 though, that's the thing. Divine Augury, Mana Fountain, Force Bolt is too much effort. Can I put this here? I can, right? That just makes it... Okay, that works a lot better. Same outcome as before, though. Except I get the store die. Nice. But now my damage is where it's supposed to be. Without the bug. No idea what's gonna happen. Probably gonna lose. No potions to help us. So it all comes down to the dice. At least we're no longer spending time when we use a skill though, so that's pretty good. That was really the hardest part about this whole thing. Now we can just spend these ones to free up the mana die. We don't have an agility here because this 5 it works for that. Put one there, put one there, put one there. Right, yeah, that's just where that was coming from. Okay. These 2 ones, I guess, just exist. I guess. We could just re-roll them. Let's re-roll them. That is much better. Armor Crush, if we need it. For that. So that covers the armors, that covers that. Covers that, and that works there. Okay. So we won the first of 2 rounds. If we can't cover one of the 6s, then this will have to go another round, but we could just do that and have Dragoon, you know, not die. We can only take 1 damage here. Mist can't take any damage. Dragoon could take 1 damage. We got a strength 6. We got a mana 6. We have our agility 6. We got something for the armor. Mana fountain, but I have to spend mana elsewhere first. We could turn this 4 into a 1. We also have fearlessness, by the way. So let's actually, before we do anything, use up the roll skills, because that's the point of no return. That was a terrible roll. Also, Bull Rush might as well be used. Or, well, actually, there's a reroll here. I think it still makes sense to do this. No, that's not the one. Use this. Reroll. I'm going to assume mana's fine. Alright, strength is much better. I'm gonna turn these into heroic to put in a crushing blow just so we free up the mana slot for mana fountain. Do the bull rush, do the armor crush, get a flame weave. We can actually reuse mana skills, so that's pretty nice. So that's there, that's there, that's there. One goes there, one goes there. So the rest just has to cover these boxes. I think we would just win. All right. Whew. Guess it was much easier than I thought. I just think because I was so scared to use skills on the last floor, I just thought we were screwed, but it worked out. You only get circles, though. That's fine. So aggression is filled on mist. I guess we could just start working on healing for you. For a Dragoon. Get fearlessness up. Get blind luck up so we can get that next time. Guess we could fill up prepared and start each game with an extra potion. Or no, sorry, that's not. We can't have that focus. Durability. No, you already have 4 health. You have a lot of health because you're the Dragoon. All right, it's 9:17. I was hoping to get through more games today. I could do a quick Spirit Island game, I guess. I don't think I can do a quick Aeon's End game. I have not played that in a while. But let's go ahead and extend the New Year's Eve marathon with Spirit Island. All right. Exit that. Start up that. It's on screen. Let's do a solo spirit game. Those will always go much faster than anything else. Let's do level 2 adversary, probably. Level 2 Sweden. And let's do, yeah, let's do lightning. On a 1 spirit board. Not supposed to be a hard game, but we'll just play it as is. This is the last Spirit Island game of the year. They're exploring the mountains. Unfortunately, as lightning, I have a much harder time dealing with explorers in the mountains. Or just dealing with explorers, period. I can Raging Storm to stop a build. The next turn, I could Shatter Homesteads to take out the town they build. Super waste of energy, but that is an option. I could let them build. So let's remind ourselves what Sweden does. Escalation after invaders explore. If that land that they explore into has at least as many invaders as Dahan, replace the Dahan with the town. If the invaders do 6 damage during a ravage, add an additional blight. And we start with an extra city on land 4, and a blight was moved to land 5. So we have 2 cities here right now, but that's why I took lightning, because lightning can destroy cities. We could do double presence to get to extra energy, just so we get a more solid base. Going to card plays track is greedy and very difficult to sustain. If I got 2 energy, I could Shatter Homesteads during the slow phase, but I'm not... Oh no! A6 is in range, okay. Shatter Homesteads, Harbingers. Push 2 Dahan. A fear if Dahan are pushed into a land with town or city. The problem is, next turn I would only have Raging Storm, and I'd have like the flip-flop of that turn. Of this turn, rather. I could do Raging Storm, Harbingers this turn. I could do Shatter Homesteads, Harbingers this turn. Lightning's Boon is probably just going to be forget fodder. I could do 3 card plays this turn. Destroy a town. Another town. I could do add a presence, gain 3 energy in play, Lightning's Boon, Harbingers, Shatter Homesteads. And I would have this innate that destroys a town and Shatter Homesteads that destroys a town. And then the 2 builds are gone. The problem, though, is that this is range 2 Sacred Site, this is range 1 Sacred Site. I would not have a second oh, no, actually, no, that's range 2 right there. But I wouldn't have one that's range 1 is the problem. That wouldn't work then. If I got a Sacred Site in A4, I would have range 1 visibility of most lands, not A6. I'll do that. Still focusing on energy to get that base going. Because base energy is 1, I've doubled it. Yay! Since I only have 2 card plays, I can't trigger this innate, but I can still Shatter Homesteads during the slow phase. I could let A1 blight, probably. But we do want to try to get rid of the towns in A6 and A8 when we can. I could hold on to these cards for next turn. And then I would have this innate. I can gain 3 energy and be able to play my hand. Get the card plays track there. Yeah, so we'll just Shatter Homesteads during the slow phase. Jungle Explorer. Raging Storm plus Innate takes out A8. So if I let that blight, that's probably fine. I don't need to be range 1 there. I do need to try to get range 1 there, I guess. I can play my hand. That gives me destroy a town, range 1 sacred site. I could use an A8. And Raging Storm would then stop the build there. They could explore sands next turn, and then we'd have one less explore to worry about. They could explore wetlands, and it would do nothing. So 50% chance that is a good use of resources. I guess if they build a town in A3 versus A8, like, they're going to build a town in one of those two places. I can't stop both. But it's better for them to build an A3 than A8 because reasons. I could get a fear card. Might also want to push A2 into A3 because it's a single Dahan. I could push A3 into A2. That will give me a fear card. And it prevents the Dahan from being converted, but it would mean that if I can defend that turn with a power next turn, I wouldn't be able to take out that town in the Ravage. I could probably just destroy the town myself, though. Getting a fear card is probably good. Remove an explorer from a coastal land. Hey, that just stops a build straight up. I am so glad we got that power card. There's no build phase now. Awesome. And they're exploring in the sands, so there's only one explorer. So you only have A4 to worry about. Unfortunately, I don't have 4 card plays, so I can't deal with the city. I have to reclaim here, unless I just want to do double growth and bide my time for next turn. I could do that if I wanted, I guess. Get 4 card plays for the subsequent turn. I could possibly have an empty turn, because I can't stop the build in A4. They're going to build a town there. I could get a power card, but that power card's unlikely to stop the town from building. If I have 4 card plays the next turn, and I were to play my hand, I could destroy a city. Why is that displayed as fast? It's weird. I mean, it's displayed as slow, but with a red icon, which means it was changed to be fast. Probably because the last time I used it was fast, but that's a weird visual display thing. I can use Thundering Destruction to destroy the city. And I could use Shatter Homesteads to destroy the town in there, and there's no blight. And I would still have a Raging Storm to deal with the Explore that they do. A6 is at risk of converting if they explore into that. If they explore into mountains. Let's see, I have 3. Well, I have 1 right now. +2 is 3, +2 is 5. +1 that I would have there is 6, and that's enough to play my hand. So I don't have to do energy presence. I don't have to add a presence and gain 3 energy. But what I can do is something like this. I'll just put it there. I don't know. Have the wall of lightning. And they're exploring in the wetlands. All right, no escalation. That's good. All right. Lightning's Boon is not going to do me anything, but I don't have enough energy to play anything else. I'll just go for a 0 energy miner, probably. There are no 0 energy cards here. These 2 give fire. This one gives fire and air. 1 damage per blight, or in Mountain Sands you could remove a blight, so we could do that in A1. Call to Bloodshed is 1 damage per Dahan. We could actually use that in A2 to take out the city. And if I played Call to Bloodshed instead of Lightning's Boon, I would still have enough energy to play all my well, not all the fire cards, but all the cards. I could play Call to Bloodshed, Harbinger's Shatter, Raging Storm, hit the Innate to destroy the city in A4, use Call to Bloodshed to destroy the city in A2 so they don't build that. The problem is I can only do 3 powers fast. I'd have 3 air. But what? That would be Harbingers and Raging Storm. No, not Raging Storm. Call to Bloodshed, Shatter Homesteads, and Innate, right? Destroy city, destroy town. Okay. So they don't Ravage in A4 and destroy, and Blight and destroy my presence. Yeah, I think it's Call to Bloodshed then. I don't get to play Raging Storm to take out A5 though, so they're gonna build there. I could let them build in A2 and use Harbingers or Thundering Destruction to take out the city at that point. A build in A2 is better than a build in A5. But Thundering Destruction, Shatter Homesteads, Raging Storm. Defend 2 in all lands with presence, so I don't actually need to destroy the town at A4. Oh well. They are exploring in the sands. Alright. Can still call the Bloodshed here. Still Harbingers here. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. I could push A6 into A1. I don't want to push A2 into A1 because, well, that loses a Dahan in A1 and it loses a Dahan in A6. A6 I could save by pushing A5. I don't get fear from that. So I think it's push A6 and A1. And hope they don't explore the mountains. If they do, it's probably okay still, but just be careful. Let's see, ravaging wetlands. I can't let that happen, so I have to reclaim. Have to go for 0 energy cards in order to power my innate. Nothing gives fire and air. The 0 energy cards don't give fire. Fire is the most important resource here. I don't need the 2nd level yet. They're not building a city, and there's no other city on the board. So I only need to play 3 fire cards. Rain of Blood gives half a fear card. Quicken your struggles. Well, I can't reach A2 with that, unfortunately. Rain of Blood gives a lot of fear. If target land is at least 2 towns or cities, +1 fear. Well, none of those lands exist right now, but that is 2 fear out of 4. Because in a single player game, you only need 4 fear to get a fear card. I'm going to take Rain of Blood. I have 3 energy. I can play 3 fire cards. I could actually do, like, Call to Bloodshed in A2. I wouldn't have something to deal with A4, though. Call of Bloodshed would just wipe out A2, though. So I don't necessarily need to play 3 fire cards just to destroy the town in A2. Shatter Homesteads would also destroy the town in A2, but that's more expensive. It does give an extra fear. But we're getting a fear card if I just destroy that town. I could use Raging Storm to stop A4, but then those are the other powers. That saves the Dahan in A2, but that also gives a Blight. This gives Fear, but that doesn't help. I don't get the town destroy. It would Blight the island, though, but it would stop the build entirely in A4. And actually would still clear A2, because we'd have 2 Dahan left and they would take out the Explorers, and then we'd just have A1 left. And I'm guessing, though, that the next Fear card puts us at Terror level 2. At which point, we just have to destroy the last town, and I can do that very easily. I think that just wins. So we got to move this Dahan in case they explore the mountain. Because if they do, that would be another city or another town I'd have to deal with. I don't think there's any reason to hold on to this because we're not going to get another town. Because all the Dahan are protected. Fear card says choose a different land, gather up to 2 Dahan, then 1 damage if Dahan are present. Well, doesn't really do much. Doesn't really do anything. Island is blighted, so we have to destroy a presence at the start of each invader phase, but I think that's okay. No sands build. And they explored the mountains, so we would have gotten that escalation if we had left the Dahan there, so that's really good. Very good. So we just win. Shatter Homesteads wins it. Could try to gain a point by taking out a Blight, so I could search for a minor power that removes Blight, because that's all I can do. Sands, wetlands, remove a blight. So now the challenge is, can I play all those powers fast? Yes. Shatter Homestead's A1. Uncanny Melting A2, and we win. With more points. Yeah! There are no buildings on the island. That was barely a Sweden game. But oh well. We saved a point by removing a blight. We also lost a point because the Dahan died. Oh well. We got a score of 40, which is not 54, but it is a nice round number. And I think this is a nice way to finish Dolphin's Dive for the year. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I stream every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I play games from the Handelabra company, Sentinels of the Multiverse, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, although I haven't done that in a while, and Spirit Island. And I will do that in the new year as well. I don't anticipate a schedule change in the future because I don't think I'm doing Thursday evening classes. I haven't done evening classes in over a year, or actually exactly a year. But yeah, we'll stay on Thursday. It's always the change of semesters that makes my schedule interesting, but that's not how, I don't have to worry about it next semester. Every Monday at 5 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster, who will play Sentinels of the Multiverse or Aeon's End, and has been demoing the Cauldron decks that have been added to Sentinels Workshop as the developers have been working on the Sentinels Workshop. Tuesday is Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy, two of the leads of Handelabra that like to demo content before it is publicly available. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. is Dolphin's Dive with myself, as we've said. Every Friday at 1 p.m. is the Sentinels Dev Stream with John. Not tomorrow, though, because it's the new year, but starting next week, it should pick back up. Saturdays at 7 p.m. is Sentinel Saturdays. Nope, Spirit Island Saturdays, where Spirit Island is played on a Saturday. I don't know if they're going to join, or if they/we are playing this Saturday. I think we're not, as far as I know. So we'll pick back up next week. And then Sunday at 7 p.m. is Tales from the Archive with another letdown who likes to play Sentinels with some fun challenge elements. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. You can find more information on those games at handelabra.com. I don't know if the winter/Christmas/holiday sale is still active, but a lot of the games at base are relatively cheap, in my opinion. You can get the base decks for most of the games relatively cheaply. Spirit Island on at least mobile, I don't know about Steam, but on mobile, you can actually just demo the game, take any of the 4 basic spirits and play 3 rounds or 4 rounds with them, and you can decide for yourself whether you want to continue playing, or I think you could just keep playing, but you could also choose whether you want to buy the game or to subscribe month to month. Pretty interesting offer right there. But I'm done for the year. I will see you all next year in what is hopefully a much better year than 2020 was. Hopefully 2021 is much better. Stay home, stay safe, don't go out partying. The coronavirus doesn't care about holidays. It will come back to get you. Keep yourself isolated /quarantined /socially distanced for the safety of yourself and others. And the usual Black Lives Matter and trans rights and all that jazz. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night and Happy New Year.